who can snap? Good morning, everyone. What is up? It is a little brisk in Columbia, Missouri today, about 32 degrees. And I am headed off to a movie premiere first thing in the morning. It's a 10 a.m. showing. And it is a film that I have a couple shots in. I did some drone work for it and some underwater footage. It's called Most Dangerous Game, and it is an adaptation from a 1924 short story from Richard CANON. So, man, I'm excited. I'm running a little bit behind though, so let's get going. Lots of short films and even full lengths have been based off of this story. The one that probably may be familiar to you was a movie called Hard Target. That was like an action film. I think it was Jean-Claude Van Damme's first action movie, directed by John Woo. Now, if you don't know who John Woo is, he's directed about 1 million movies, and probably the two of most notoriety would be Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, and then Mission Impossible 2, which, you know, we all know that one.
I can't wait to see what illusion you've come up with for us. One of those romantic boy meets girl, boy loses girl stories?
It's better than this.
Hey, brother. Good to see you. So excited to be here. People.
Oh, nice.
Thank you everyone for coming. Who is familiar with the actual story, The Most Dangerous Game? Oh wow, I almost don't have to explain to anybody. Okay. It was a really awesome short story written in 1924 by Richard CANON. And when I say short, it was 25 pages in paperback and 15 pages if you look it up on the internet. When I was talking to Travis, he mentioned a book that he always wanted to see made into a movie, The Most Dangerous Game. So I asked him, how long is the book? And when he told me how short it was, I was like, ooh, can you make that into like 10 pages? And I think he came back like maybe 2 hours later with like a 10, 11 page story. And we slowly made that grow and shrink. And I'm very nervous when it comes to making films more than 8 minutes long. So this was kind of a big leap for me to make a film 20 minutes long. But we went with the idea, we casted. This was back in August. We shot it in September. So this is probably one of the quickest turnarounds I've ever done personally with a film project, other than Eat Organic. So all in all, we did 9 days of filming, 50 plus hours of editing, and I say 50, I feel like it was more like 100 as much back and forth as we did, and probably about 5 or 6 trips to Independence. So there was a lot of work on this production here. So I really hope you guys appreciate it, and let's go ahead and get started.
My ideal animal had to have cunning, courage, the ability to reason.
But no animal can reason.
My dear fellow, there is one that can.
The hunter, they come, the hunter.
Hey guys, so how about that music, huh? Yeah! I wish a gentleman up in Vancouver does a lot of the music for a lot of the productions I do. And him and a few other people work together a lot of times to make the soundtrack. And I was so impressed with the soundtrack of this movie. I could just close my eyes and watch the whole thing. I want to give immediately a really big hand to our editor. There he is, right there. There is a few little things that we're actually still kind of tweaking. You guys are the very first, though, to see this production 99.99% finished. So I'm really excited that everybody seemed to enjoy it. I'd like to just kind of go ahead and bring some people up here that were involved in the project. Our fight director sadly could not be here. Where's our talent? Let's bring up all the beautiful talent. We got Dan, we got...
Oh, I'm in the beautiful talent. I thought you meant it.
Give a big hand. job. Larry did a really great, he actually said something. What? He speaks English. I was really impressed with his accent. Dan was just spot on with his character part. I asked him one time and he already knew what the story was and everything. So it wasn't even like something new. It was like, yeah, let's do it. When are we doing this? So he was really gung about it. And Ed, I think Ed just sold the part. All of his hair was naturally grown. No beards or anything like that. And he also had this bodysuit on underneath because, you notice he lost a little bit of that muscle.
Great.
But for a character that never talks or speaks, I thought he did an amazing job. So can you give these guys a big hand again? Two other people that really made this film possible that I'd like to bring up here right now are Brandon Smith. He's right there. Come on up, Brandon. Brandon provided the land that we were able to shoot on. A lot of those really cool ditches and stuff, that was right on his property. So we were able to run around with guns on his property and blow things up and make noise and have people scream and didn't have to worry about anything. Another person I'd like to bring up here is Christy. Without Christy, we would have not landed the Vale Mansion. And you only saw a little bit of the mansion in that video, really. We tried to use as many rooms as possible, but beautiful mansion. It was such an honor to be able to film there. Her volunteers, not even staff, they're volunteers. They were really accommodating, really exciting. We were really careful not to break anything, and we didn't, so that all went really well. So big hand to Christy and Brandon here, because thanks for everything. And then let's just bring up all the underwater team. Matt here, that beautiful, gorgeous underwater shot that kicked the movie off right away. He's the one that actually helped us set up and shoot that. Joe here. Joe went down underwater probably like 20 times with the camera while Matt directed camera work from up above. So that was a big endeavor. And then we've got Adam Boster and Angela. You guys come on up here. They provided the swimming pool for us to shoot in. Father was our script supervisor. Kind of kept me organized the whole time. And then Elizabeth Hedrick was our PA and our cook.
Yeah.
And staff was filled in on days when Harley wasn't able to make it out. So, representing Brass Engine Productions have always been a big support. They were kind of the guys who took a big chance on me way back and let me just follow them around all the time, doing all their little projects and stuff. And the projects got bigger and bigger and bigger. And now I feel like most of the time I'm just borrowing equipment from him. But he comes out and helps on shoots too all the time as well. So Brass Engine now makes a huge difference. Let's get the rest of our PAs out here. Lillian, who else? You got any other ones? No, get up here, Lillian. The person who did more work than, in my opinion, anybody else on this film, or at least put more hours into it. He had to run around and hit his head on trees a lot, but Travis Buck did editing, he did the sound, he did sound design, he helped us put this film together and put up with all my nitpicking. Travis Buck, come on up. One thing that I want to mention, the first thing that we had to come up with was how to make this a smaller film. Because normally it took them 3 days for the hunt. So we took all 3 of the traps in those 3 days and we combined them into 1 day.
Well, the thing I enjoyed the most was taking the boat scene at the beginning, the argument between him and his best friend,
Yes.
and then using that argument as him and Zaroff in the sword fight.
Yeah, we took. If you ever read the book, you never read anything. All you know is that there was a sword fight, but you never hear anything about it. All you know is that he slept in a really good bed that night. So we wanted to do the sword fight. I've been wanting to do a sword fight in a film forever, so this was a great opportunity. Travis had a great idea to take a lot of this dialogue that was on this boat before Rainsford fell off the boat and put it into the sword conversation. So it came together really, really well, and we had a lot of good help. These guys just sold it, in my opinion. That was a great, great sword fight. Does anybody have any quick questions for these guys?
What's next movie?
I'm going to try to get in one more short film at the beginning of the year, and then next March I'm going to be tackling a feature film. It'll be my first feature film, finally moving into that level, that platform. So that's the big plan for next year.
Festivals and publicity.
Okay, so
It was great.
thanks. We did a big fundraiser that went really, really well. I think most of our backers were even in the audience. And really quick big hand for the backers.
Yeah.
We raised I believe almost $1,300. And
Good.
that makes a huge difference in us entering in film festivals, because film festivals, the cheapest entry usually is about $50. Most of them, the ones that we're going for, are like $200. So $200 for a film festival, that adds up really, really quick. And seriously, guys, the only way this happened is because of all these people. Even for a film with just 3 people in it, it takes a lot of work. It is amazing how much work goes into it. 50 plus hours of editing. I still think it's like 100 plus, but 50 plus hours of editing and 9 days of filming. And those are full days, from getting up at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to 7, 8 o'clock at night, and sometimes later. They were long days, long nights, but all these people stuck it out with us. So just big hand for these guys here.
Guys, the movie was really, really good. I shouldn't sound so surprised, because everything that Dustin does is actually really good, but this was another level. It was almost 20 minutes long, which is the longest film that he's ever done. I did film a little bit of him talking about the film and introducing different people and whatnot, so you may have already seen that a little bit in the video here. So we are headed to downtown Columbia to Shakespeare's Pizza just to hang out and grab a slice. And yeah, okay, see ya. All right, guys, hey, downtown Columbia, headed to Shakespeare's. Not the Shakespeare's that I know. It's a new one, same place. Same great pizza though. Well, that was a lot of fun. Ate too much pizza probably. All right, headed home. Not sure what else is going on today. It is 30 degrees. I'm freezing. The boys need a walk though. We have a great place to do it. Just wish it's a little, just a touch warmer, just a little bit.